All right, Foundation. All right, Foundation. All right, YouTube, man. I'm here. I'm your big partner, Cartoon 5'3". I'm here with the homie Munchie B from Inglewood family.
What's the deal? What's the deal?
Hold on. Okay, Munch. Talk to the Foundation, homie.
Got my boy, Cartoon 5'3" at Darby Park with me, chopping it up. About to get into it.
All right, that's what's up. That's what's up. So we're in the famous Darby Park. This is ground zero for the Inglewood families. That's right. Heard a lot about it growing up. Always seen it. I passed by it. Didn't step foot in it though, but knew what was going on. Okay.
That's right. Put-ons, put off, like down there, that little circle. All that take place. Like basketball up here. You know what I'm saying? After the elementary school, the homies go to Warren Lane, run the corner, everybody come up here. Like, yeah.
That's what's happening. That's what's happening, homie. So tell us about your upbringing.
Upbringing, like I said, right here, Inglewood. Played sports early on. Grew up around, Domos and shit. And integrated a little later because we ended up moving to Compton. That's when I went to a school that's like Compton Crips and Pyros there. I wasn't, you know what I'm saying? Got into music. My brother, he was rapping and shit, so I kind of like followed his lead. That, you know how a nigga be impressionable. So after a while, other shit got my attention. I'm following my other brother and pops, and they, you know what I mean, they with the gang thing. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. So your pops from Inglewood family?
No, he from Swan.
He from Swan. Okay. Yeah. All right. Shoot, how old is he?
62.
Oh no, he before me.
Yeah.
He got me by 2 years. All right. So your brother from Swan or family?
Christian Mafia.
Okay. All right. So this spread around.
Across the other street.
That's what's happening. Yeah. So they were a big influence on your life.
Yeah, like I said, being impressionable. You know that should be appealing after a while.
Yeah, that's true.
They got the bitches. Niggas got the respect. Niggas getting the money. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. So what elementary school did you go to?
Warren Lane Elementary, right here in the hood on 85. Then I had to lay there. I was misbehaving, and my mama put me right across the street from her job in Gardena.
All right.
But after that, back to Inglewood, junior high school, back to the Philly.
All right. So junior high and high school was in Inglewood.
Yeah, junior high, high school, graduated from camp.
So really, okay, like most of us. So really, your whole life been in Inglewood.
Yeah, but no, we ended up moving to Compton though. But I can't really get with the Compton program like that, so I always came back to the school over here. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like I never witnessed nothing like them schools like Audubon, it'd be Blackstones and Foldies, and then I go to Compton, and then it's Park Villages and Pyros. I'm like, in Inglewood, like we got all our schools, both high schools, junior high schools, like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm like, you know what I'm saying?
Different, different demographics, because the world knows that Inglewood, is and has always been a predominantly blood city.
Just like Pasadena.
Yeah. So coming up in that surrounding area, of course you would be used to seeing mostly Damus.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Versus other schools be split. Like you got, let me see, is Red Heart like that? It's like certain schools
I'm not sure.
Be split though, but how the city is, like you said, to make a.
All right. So we seen. Do you work? You have a job with No Jumper, or sometimes you just interview and go on there?
I'm supposed to go to No Jumper tomorrow. I ain't never been to No Jumper before.
Oh, okay.
Adam, he wasn't effing with me, cause he I guess he's trying to be loyal to certain people. You know what I'm saying? But,
I feel you.
I mean, they calling them.
All right, so when we seen you doing your interviews, those were your interviews, or you was working for a podcast?
Oh yeah, that's me and my little sis Mariah. Our podcast, Richard Hart, but it's on the Street TV platform.
Oh, all right.
You know
there you go.
That's us right there.
Right. What is it called? Rich at Heart?
Yeah.
I like how that is. Yeah, that's right. Street TV. Okay, Alex Alonso.
Yeah, that's big bro.
That's what's going on. Of course, I'm gonna address the elephant in the room. The world always wants to know about the confrontation with you and the guy from Compton over the words.
Oh, Santana.
Yeah.
Well, shit. I think he thought we was more buddy than what we was. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
My boy Champ, he from Cross Atlantic, and he got a song called Round Table. 3 Pyros. My boy from over. My boy from Santana and me. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
So the first time I met him, we at the studio. That's when I did the verse. The second time, we shoot the video. The third time is that day, because we did another video earlier that day. Then later on that night, it was the Boss Back podcast. But earlier that day, you know, so I told him like, kick back, you ain't gotta cuz me so much. You know what I mean? Like,
oh, so you had already been getting cussed by him a lot already.
Day, maybe 5 hours earlier.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We've been moving around.
Okay.
Like, kick back, bro, you ain't gotta. He's like, all right. I said, all right, bro. So like, it's later on that night. You know what I'm saying? That's when we filmed it. Then I'm like, whole cousin, but people thinking like no brainer, he the only Crip, but nah, it's Hoovers that say cuz also.
Right,
it
is.
My boy Pope, you know what I mean? They ain't like me, Beezy. He didn't say, oh, I'm not talking to you or none.
Right.
It seemed like he kind of doubled down, like nigga me.
The aggression.
Said, I gotta get used to it. Like you have to get used to that, cuz-o. No, I ain't. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Or, I ain't say don't cuz. You ain't gotta cuz me like that.
Right. So much. So you know, because a lot of people thinking that it was just y'all was in there talking out of nowhere, and you kind of like snapped on him. But what the world don't know is you had already been, you know, listening to it and putting up with it hours prior to that, and you had asked him ahead of time, you know what I'm saying, not to, you know, use our word towards you. So
keep in mind, I got a gated Crip partners though. But those are the ones I'm more familiar with. We comfortable and we can talk how we want to talk with each other because we like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, we only linked up like 3 times. You know what I'm saying? And then you don't usually abuse the cuss word. You never did it before, but you did it earlier that day. And I asked you not to. Here you go again with the shit, but you know what I mean?
I mean, you know, in the lifestyle that we lead, I can understand it. I truly can. But now, in this journalistic world that we getting into, you know, a lot of times, like he was saying, got to get used to it. You know, sometimes it would seem, you know, that it would be kind of hard because coming up, you've been in blood all your life. You came up around blood, so it's a word that you use, that you used to use. And if you get caught up in a conversation and you just talking, of course, blood will come out. It's like when I talk to Bosco 100. You know, Bosco, everybody know Bosco says blood like every third word. And if you know you interviewing him or you talking to him, you just got, like you say, you know that's him. It ain't like he's doing it for disrespect. It's just that's how he talk, you know.
I would say, like I told Spider, and I told Bill Blast do the G Connect thing. I'm like
from Villain.
Right.
That's the homie.
I told him I know I'm gonna have to because the way niggas is like trained and shit, they ain't gonna do me no good with the podcasting thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm like, man, when it's lights, camera action and all that shit, I'm gonna ignore it. That's what I told myself after that incident. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like maybe he feel like he had to fill up some space because he the only Crip doing this song and he want his presence to be felt. I don't know.
Right.
But that's what I told myself. Like moving forward, camera zones, like, you know what I'm saying? And they don't mean no malice, I'm gonna ignore it. You know what I mean?
Right.
It ain't all that serious though. But I did ask him earlier that day.
Right.
Damn. So I'm thinking, like, they ain't trying to show a nigga out in front of the camera with. Like, what's the problem? Because earlier he was like, oh, cool. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But it ain't no big deal. It's water under the bridge.
Exactly. It happens. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, people from other states and they won't understand, or people that have, even if they live in LA or Cali and haven't lived the lifestyle that we live, they won't understand. And you know what? As long as I've been in this social media now, a little over 2 years, I've gotten to the point to where when I get on camera and I'm talking about certain stuff that's Los Angeles sensitive, I don't really care or worry about what people that's from different states or haven't walked the mile in our shoes or live the lifestyle that we live. I don't trip their comments because they will never understand where we coming from, you know? Mm-hmm. They don't understand that gang lifestyle.
I stay ignoring the comments.
Right, oh yeah.
Maybe sitting y'all show you somewhere talking crazy.
That's real. That's like, you know, it was an issue a while back last year when the Baby Stone Gorillas, when they had their song and they got interviewed by T-Rail from Fido's Hoover on No Jumper at the time.
Right.
And I forget the name of the song, but I know they would always say, you know, me personally, I don't use the word, I spell it the CRAB word.
Right.
And a lot of people was like, well, so when he interviewed them, they was talking, you know what I'm saying, they said what they said, and a lot of people wanted to be mad at T-Rail that that he allowed them to say that in front of him. But
he initiated
it. Yeah, and initiated it too.
Right.
Yeah, you're right.
I don't think they would even been talking about it if he didn't bring it up.
Right.
And then the side of the Hoover he from, Hoover Gangsta Crip. So like, you know what I'm saying? Then he was kind of laughing along with it, so I could see why Crips looking like.
Yeah, they looked. Yeah, they looked at him sideways.
Right. So I could kind of get it why they, you know what I'm saying? But he initiated that though. They didn't even bring it up.
Yeah, that's true.
I wouldn't have brought no shit up like
Yeah, I feel. I know how you feel. We gonna talk about everything but that. I understand. So
but he just made it seem like it was some humors about it. You know what I'm saying? That's
right. So what Munchie B, what you got what you got in the works for as far as social media go or music or whatever you got coming up?
I've been kind of like kicking back off the music, but I'm about to start releasing again. I want to focus on the podcast and things, getting the swing of that.
Right.
I'm getting used to it and shit, getting the feel of it. And me and Mariah, we working on a book, YGs and Tiny Locs. You know what I mean? It's gonna be LA based and kind of talk about how you maneuver through, LA, in and out of the juvenile hall, camp, county jail, penitentiary, everything you'll run into, like how Wardo Wells used to be. They bumping into each other, the Fox Hill Small Rumbles, all that's gonna be all in that book. And like, you know what I'm saying? And I want to put some real situations in the book, but not, cause I don't want to ever like incriminate nobody. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So we'll put some 100 Days and 100 Nights, talk about that, but not be specific on no incidents. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, perhaps what kicked it off though? Like all that in one. YGs and Tiny Locs, you go like that.
What's gonna be the name of the book?
YGs and Tiny Locs.
YGs and Tiny Locs. Yeah.
Like the era of the young dudes, and then
right.
The Crips and Tiny Locs is the young dudes. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Well, everybody got their own little.
Yeah, their little lingo. Yeah.
But yeah, it's gonna be called YGs and Tiny Locs by me and my co-host on the podcast, cause she do a little right.
Okay, that's what's up, homie. You had a homie years ago that I knew. He was in Y with me, and he was from Inglewood family. He was a little short dude. He was a rider though. Did you know your homeboy Pumpkin?
Rest in peace.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. I just had to talk about it because he had a nice little reputation back in the day. His name was known. His name was popping.
Yeah, nah. And I'll be watching your shit. You mentioned Green Eyes, but I didn't know which one you was talking about because it's a lot of Green Eyes with the same name, but they not up under each other. You said you was in youth authority with him.
But yeah, he was about your height. About your size, you and him was probably the same size. Light skinned with green eyes. I don't know how many Inglewood families had that name, but I know when he came in, Jimbo from 20s, rest in peace. He had came to me like, man, Toon, look, man, my homie from family in here. You know what I'm saying? It ain't none but 3 of us in here. I say, because of my respect for Jimbo and we was cool, I pulled him in the kitchen with me, and I'm like, they're just working here because he was ready to go home. And a lot of people, they speak on if you give passes out, this, that, and other, but it comes back, and it came back for me and helped save my life that day,
That's why it paid to keep the same energy. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So how you was with that, and then you got it in return when you was out here.
Right.
It paid, for real. But then it kick you in your ass too when you do it and you don't get it back though. That'd be ugly.
One time, speaking of now, I was in the Slauson swap meet. We seen Benny Capone from Villain, and my homies wanted to trip. I'm like, no, let that go, man. So we ain't tripping. And he came right through and lit us up that same night.
Oh, that's so up.
Yeah, it happens.
That happened with me and Drac from East Coast. Me and my little homie caught him at the T-Mobile when it was on Century and Crenshaw. Him and something trying to pay their bill, and we let them go. And then I was on Gage and Grand, and I pulled in the first gas station I saw to get some gas. I ain't knowing that's the packed gas station. And it was about like, when I walked in, it wasn't no cars. When I walked out, it was about 40 niggas outside.
Right.
But it was all good though. You know what I'm saying?
Oh. So he respected the pass gang.
Oh, hell yeah.
That's what's up.
Got it in return. So like, you know what I'm saying? You gotta keep that same energy you did, you know what I'm saying?
That's real. So far, what you think about the social media world? Do you think it impacts? Do you think the social media world and the gang world get along, or do you think the social media world and the gang world collide?
I think that's a detriment because it's weak because some niggas getting the name off the internet. Like, you probably don't even know their hood name, but you know they social media handle.
Right.
And then, some niggas, they on live all day, you know what I mean? And they taking pictures, niggas getting familiar with the background. Oh, I know that tree, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
That'll get somebody hurt.
Right.
Or, you know what I'm saying? But if you ain't using it as a tool to monetize or push something or even get some bitches or something, you know what I'm saying? Like, niggas be on bullshit.
That's real,
I ain't never walked to nobody's hood and recorded myself and took a picture in their hood and hopped back in the car to like the dumb shit.
You're right.
Like, that shit weak, man.
That's true. I agree with you on that one. What do you think has more influence on the youth, on the black youth today? Social media or rap?
Probably rap. Cause as soon as somebody rap about a drug, they gonna do it.
Right.
Like everybody want to drink lean. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Lil Wayne's talking about crank that Wheezy weed. Everybody start messing with the potter.
Right.
What's Messy Marv? He got a song playing with my nose. He got a whole song. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
They say NBA YoungBoy got a boy in Memphis chugging flashing guns.
Mm-hmm.
Nipsey Hussle got the whole world want to bang neighborhood, so the same dude chugging up the end when he running down the court after he made a point. He from South Carolina, so
right.
Like I think it's probably rap.
I would agree with that. I would agree with that, and I also believe that the majority, the way LA has turned, the way the youth have turned with the dress code and the style and the things that they say, I believe Chicago, that drill rap out of Chicago, then had a real big influence on LA. I remember back in the 80s and 70s. You know, LA, we influenced everybody else, but it seems to me like today that LA is getting influenced by everybody else now.
Yeah, that word op, they say that a lot, so we be saying it out here, but you know, we like that's the enemies, the enemigos, like, you know what I'm saying? Something like that, or but the dissing though, I think they've been doing that since like Banging on Wax. What's that, like the early 90s?
Yeah.
Disrespecting hoods and shit like that.
Right. Well, we know, that goes back to all the way to the 70s, but
Right.
It's it just seems like the dress code, the way the youth dress in LA now, they got that from Chicago because they see the rap videos.
I know the clothes and got smaller. You know what I mean?
A lot smaller.
The homies come home from jail, it be like a culture shock. They be like, damn, nigga. But then after a while, they get used to it. They get to dressing with like a more fit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Now that's when I got out, that's what kind of happened to me. I was like, man, what is that? But now I I'm a little too old to just, like they say, teach your old dog new tricks. I can't go in there because I was so raised in a different era and different time. But like I was just telling Melly Mel earlier where I was coming from, even though like some of these youngsters, they might wear smaller clothes or whatever, they still peel your cap back,
Oh hell yeah, you got a Long Beach, you'll get it confused. Cause they wear the blonde hair. They might hop on a skateboard or whatever, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
They'll be having like the face piercings, but you'll get pimped out there fucking with them 20s and them insanes. They dress kind of different. They got their own little way of dressing.
They own little swag.
Yeah, but I wouldn't sleep on them though.
So let me ask you this: who would you say Inglewood family's closest ally are?
Swan.
Swans?
Yeah.
Oh, way over there. Okay.
Yeah, they like the East Side us.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, they like the East Side us, but we like, as far as Inglewood, we good with everybody around here though. We like it, you know what I'm saying? It depends on what year it is. It be Avenue Parus, as far as Inglewood go, the NHPs, like, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like Inglewood, everybody, you know what I'm saying? Everybody good.
Because I believe at one time years ago, it was a little strife with the families and the mafias.
It was us in the NHPs in the early 2000s. Then it was us in the Queen Streets at one point.
All right.
Then Mafias and NHP at one point. But all that shit, it blew over. We ain't really. We done had little lineup sessions, little.
Yeah, you know how they go.
Spats or whatever.
Right.
With the Mafias, but they ain't never been nothing like that.
So now let me ask you this: what is the relationship with the Inglewood families and A-Tray gangsters?
They cool. I don't like they like to say they clicked up for the neighborhoods. They sewer moving and grooving.
Mm-hmm.
But like that sewer moving and grooving thing is like a label. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I was even hit in the county jail in 2004. I was a juvenile hall somewhere, and I was born on the 4,000 floor when gangsters, Hoovers, and certain Don moves was in the same place. So all they sewer moving and grooving over there.
Right.
Like it's like a label.
Right.
So I'm like. They be like, damn, them niggas clicked up for that. That's kind of irritating. I'm like, what about when the 60s and the A-Trays getting in the same car coming towards us? We didn't need no help then. You know what I'm
right.
saying? So why would, but as far as the A-Trays, they the homies. I fuck with the A-Trays.
And that's, at the time I was out of state, but I would always try to stay, clicked in with what was going on in South Central. And that's when, what was that apples, oranges, and grapes or something like that?
Yeah.
What was that about?
I think that was Bonnie Hunter's grapes and Hoover's at one point.
Oh,
Bonnie Hunter's
okay.
And the grapes was like, that was kind of Kobayayan or whatever.
All right.
Yeah.
And it happens like that. It was a guy that was gonna come with me, but he was from 60s, and he was like, no, I'm not going in that park. I'm not going over there. I say, man, Munch got it. I say, man, if Munch say it, it's gonna be okay. He said, man, no. He say, look, Tune, I'm off the in-hood side of the car. You off the gangster side of the car. You gonna be okay. He said, but I'm not gonna even take the chance. I'm like, all right, I understand. When you put it like that, I kind of understood,
I took precaution and shit, but no. You would've got me a heads up shit straight.
Right.
What would they call him? Or you quit at done rolling?
Yeah, I don't want to really. Yeah, afterwards.
Yeah.
But now, since I've been out and I come back and forth to LA, I kind of noticed that like the gangsters get along with Bloods and they don't really have that much of a problem. But it's like everything is against the in-hood car.
But anything that be for Inglewood family, Trail Hoover is automatically neighborhood these days.
Right, it's true. Yeah.
All of a sudden, the legends, they neighborhoods.
Yeah, I tripped on that too.
Like Menlo, they neighborhood now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When I was a kid, the main streets, they warred against neighborhoods, but now they since they be for Hoover, now they lean towards the neighborhood side, even though they not neighborhoods. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, but
you got a lot of people that consider the main streets in hoods now.
yeah, I'm trying to bar them by not saying that because I don't know for sure if that's what they, you know what I'm saying? But they kind of fall up under their umbrella now that they be for Hoover.
Right.
I mean, they ain't going at it with these cousins no more. You know what I'm saying?
That's true. And it's been a couple of incidents where where dudes kind of like have been pressed. You know what I'm saying? Getting caught over there and been pressed, and because of the in-hood situation. You know what I'm saying? So it's like tricky.
It be a divide.
Right.
It do be a divide though, but I don't know. But when it comes to them A797 4-pack, they don't program like the rest of the gangsters do though. That be like, that's the only thing, it get kind of tricky with the gangsters, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's, the gangster car is dysfunctional on that part because, like you say, that 4-pack, they
They do their own thing.
yeah, it's kind of because, like you say, they say they in the gangster car, but they rub elbows with the neighborhoods all the time. And you got a lot of other sets that are in the gangster car that look at them like, man, you know what I'm saying? They use certain terms, y'all this lover, that lover, this lover, that lover, I noticed that a lot. I'm still learning and checking out things, but because of them, like for instance, like the Avalons, that's why Avalons don't say moving. Swing it, yeah. We won't use that term because of the 4-pack.
Yeah, K-Boy, my boy though. I interviewed K-Boy. I've been knowing K-Boy for some years. K-Boy from 4A.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my boy.
Yeah, I seen the interview. I seen that interview you did with him.
Yeah, me and K-Boy good people.
Right.
But I know when it comes to like them A797s and then the 4-pack, they kind of program a little different from them.
Right, a lot different.
Broadways, Avalons, West LA gangsters, they trade.
Right. That's true. That's real true. Oh, I was gonna ask you. Oh yeah. Now, like in past years, a lot of times now people are used to it, but like in past years, they would look at the Avalons kind of different because the relationship we have with the Pueblos now. You know what I'm saying? So you're gonna always catch that kind of flack, but hey, it is what it is.
But now everybody got that type of relationship.
Right.
Like the homies from Westside Pyro Cap Manila, they real tight with the Park Village. Mm-hmm. And then and that's why Snoopy Badass got whooped on.
Right.
He snuck this the Westside, called him the disrespectful C word because they messed with the Park Villages. And Whack 100 went back and told the West Sides, and that's when that happened. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be people that don't. You know what I'm saying?
Right. That's true.
Every hood got that little alliance. It seems like
exactly.
Avalons, Pueblos, the homies, the A-Trays, the Pyro homies in the Park Villages. So I don't know. It should be evolving though. I don't know.
There you go. The only thing that will always remain the same, I was just telling Melly Mel, is change. Change is gonna always come. It's gonna always come. When I got out the pen this time, when I very first got out, and I had to come back to LA, and I was standing in the hood, and a guy from the Pueblos walked up. He was looking for somebody, and I didn't really know him, so I hit him up. I was like, "Where you from?" He's like, "I'm from the Pueblos." I'm like, "You from where?" He's I'm from the Pep. Now I ain't gonna lie. Back then, you could have knocked me down with a feather when he said it. And I looked around, and the homies were like, "Yeah, that's the homie. That's the homie." But now I'm gonna ask you, do you know a guy named Get Down from Six Deuce Brim?
I don't think so.
All right, he's locked up in Alabama right now. He was we were in Y together, and he came to Alabama and caught a case like I did, and we was walking the yard one day, and he was telling me about how the Avalons and the Peplos, they kick it. I was like, man, you lying. He was like, no, you'll see when you get out. And when I got out and I seen it, and it reflected back on what he had told me, I'm like, okay, so this what it is. All right, if this the program, it's the program, you know.
Yeah, no, it's a lot of that going on. But you know, my older homies ain't all on board with us like being cool with the trades like that. You know, they come from that area.
Right, that area, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm sure they older homies be like, you know what I'm saying? That's quite natural though.
That's true. So you got any parting statements for the foundation, homie?
Oh man, I just want everybody to stay tapped in with the Richard Hart podcast, and you know what I'm saying? My social media handles, Instagram MB_the mayor. That's the same thing on Twitter and shit. And, you know what I'm saying? That's about it. Everybody stay dangerous, stay safe. However you living. You know
however you living. That's what's up. Well, just like a guy, I just finished doing an interview with a guy, and at the end, he hit me up. So I got to say, man, let the world know where you from, homie.
Off of West Side Englewood Families, Darby Park, right here.
That's what's up, homie. That's real. Yeah. That's real, man. It's Cartoon 5-3, man, and homie Munchie B from family, man. We're coming together, man. Like you say, man, things change, things evolve, and the world gonna always keep spinning, man. So with that note, I want to say, man, like you said, y'all stay dangerous, keep your head on the swivel. And my old saying that I'm always say, by any means necessary, man, stay above ground. Stay above ground, man. So with that, I'm going to say peace, man. We out.